This is the warning. It may not seem like it right now, as America is flooded with story after story of action after action by Donald Trump, asserting powers that he does not hold, making decisions that are completely insane. Everything that is happening in this moment right now is theater. It is menace theater. It is theater of the absurd. It is a performance theater. It is theater, the greatest reality show that has ever been. Maybe the reason that Donald Trump so disdains President Zelensky is that President Zelensky was a television star, a comedian. He made people laugh. Maybe Donald Trump is threatened by real artistry. Maybe Donald Trump, as a television reality star, wants to recast the whole world in his image. After all, he has strong opinions on art. Being president of the United States isn't enough for Donald Trump. He wants to be chairman of the board of the Kennedy Center as well. But his ambitions at this moment in time seem fairly unrestrained. But before we talk about them, before we talk specifically about the threats, about how to focus, what to pay attention to. Is it to the craziest thing that Donald Trump does in the day? Or should it be to the most sinister thing that he does in the day? If we can't see the sinister thing through the fog and the smoke and all the pyrotechnics, then we will be in deeper and deeper trouble day by day. In other words, what matters? What is it that is happening in this moment that is a prelude to the next moment? What truly matters? Now, last night, the President of the United States of America released on his Truth Social account this deranged video.
Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza number one. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza number one.
The first thing, apparently, Trump is moving to the Middle East, and he's getting divorced from Melania. And he's going to have a fourth marriage, a same-sex marriage with Bibi Netanyahu. Here they are together. Two bears on the beach, two men in love, Christian and Jew, together on the sands of the greatest resort in all the history of the world, basking together, sipping coladas under the golden Trump statue. How high should it be? Should it be 1,000 meters high? Perhaps 10,000. It must be seen from space. I know that. We all know that. But though the Golden Trump, no doubt, will be able to be seen from space in Trump Gaza, what about the Palestinians? Because it doesn't seem as if there's any left. And I just wonder, through the insanity, might Donald Trump be suggesting something else? There is nothing in this video that anybody in America should be frightened about, except that it reveals through the act of its distribution that Donald Trump is as addled as I have always said he was over these last long 10 years. But what really mattered, what was really offensive, most grotesque, was this disgrace in the Oval Office, where Donald Trump commoditized American citizenship.
We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy. And they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. and we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before or anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Let's understand something. Something that is carved on the granite of the Statue of Liberty. Send me your tired, your poor, your wretched refuse, yearning to be free. What Donald Trump does not understand is that American citizenship has never been for sale. It's not something to be purchased. It is an expression of belief. It is a faith and freedom around the most transcendent idea in human history, which is that all of us are created equal and endowed by a creator to whom we can call whatever name we please with inalienable rights that include life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The American people have been governed together in a system where we are sovereign. The American people have faith in the Constitution. That is the law of our land. It establishes government that is of the people, by the people, for the people. It establishes a common purpose of law, a system of checks and balances, all of it aimed at creating liberty. When an immigrant comes to America and becomes a naturalized citizen, in the instant that they swear allegiance to the Constitution, they are as fully a citizen as a direct descendant of George Washington or a passenger on the Mayflower. And in that instant, when they subscribe to the Constitution of the United States through an oath, the nation is transformed, one individual at a time. Another tile is placed on the great American mosaic, made up of all of the peoples of the world from everywhere in the world, where every common language is spoken every day, bound together by belief and freedom. And all over the world, there are cemeteries filled with young dead Americans who gave their lives not for deals, but for liberty. Donald Trump's attempt to sell American citizenship to rich Russians like he sold steaks and degrees to the most stupid amongst us is as offensive a thing as he has ever done. It is as wrong and malicious as his desecration of Arlington National Cemetery. It is as wrong as him looking at the graves of America's war dead and calling them suckers and losers. It is an offense to sacrifice and the dignity of the deaths of the patriots who gave what Abraham Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion, so that we and our children could live in freedom. Now Donald Trump wants to give it away to his good friends, Yuri, and who knows who else, $5 million a pop. One of the cheapest moments that there has ever been in the Oval Office is this moment.
Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people. It's possible.
A low moment from a low man who finds the lowest point in the valley and then digs deeper every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. 49.9% of us elected America's biggest scumbag to America's highest office. In doing so, we have proved for all time the wisdom of the Turkish proverb. When a clown goes to a castle, he does not become a king. Rather, the castle becomes a circus. And so we see what used to be called the loneliest office in the world reduced to becoming a prop for a cheap salesman with even cheaper hustlers standing behind him. Do not be afraid of this, my friends. Push back against it. Resist it. Defy it. It's what an American would do. This is The Warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning, and I invite you to subscribe on our Substack, on our YouTube channel. Follow us. Welcome to the community.